Konnichiwa and welcome everybody to Chrono Reviews. This time I'm going to review a Figma, and it's Mami Tomoe from Puella Madoka Magica. So this is the third one that's coming out from this series, and I've been looking forward to this quite some time, and I'm still looking forward to the remaining ones. So this box is colored yellow, as in her color, of course. You can see the figure in here and it looks pretty nice. And on the side there's of course art of Mami. There's poses on the back and it just says Figma there, of course, and there is Mami on the top and on the bottom. And this figure alright, here she is, Tomoe Mami from Madoka. This figure's sculpture are pretty accurate to the character, and that's a good thing. Figma have gotten better and better at likeness, I think, even though I can't complain on the older ones because many of them are really good too. But they seem to get it right more and more often these days, and the quality and everything seems to get better and better too. But I guess that's what they aim at. So the figure sculpture are very nice. I can't say much bad about that. And I think Mami are a really cute character. She's also the most mature of the cast. Now the paint job are also very nice and smooth as well, except here. That was the only part I have to complain about, because the paint have gone out of the detail a little bit. It's a little bit blotched on. However, it's only visible if you look close, and it's not one of the major details. It would have been worse if it was like in the face or some of those. Those belts here are very nicely painted on, and so yeah, everything else except that bit are nicely done in this one. So yeah, the articulation, of course, the head. You can move the arms up and down. It's on a ball joint, of course, a double ball joint. It's a ball in there and a swivel joint like this, so you can have many possibilities. Elbow joint, hands, and they're of course removable like usual with Figma, which is peg, like this. The torso are jointed, and the legs can be turned, the midsection bit, and there's also ball jointed legs, knee joints and ball jointed feet. That's about all you need, and that's what you get. She stands pretty good on her own too. And accessories, of course, are the priceless Figma bag. You can't be without a Figma bag. And of course the Figma stand. There's also the alternate faces. This frightened face and this winking face, which are both really good. There are a set of hands. Now these are not all hands because I have post two hands on two of her rifles because I had to try that out, which is those two. Be careful and calm when putting those on. It's slightly tricky, but if you do it right, they will go on without breaking, which was what I was afraid of, but it worked well. Except those two rifles, there's also 4 more rifles. There are a total of 6 rifles. I'm not sure if that was the amount she used in the series, but I guess so. At least there are many rifles. There's also 6 of those stands, so you can have the rifles stand like this around her, so she can summon a bunch of rifles and then pick all of them and shoot away. So here are all of those. There's also this little component that's identical to the one she have in the hair or on the hat, like that. I'm not sure why we need this. However, the hat, or you can take the hat off. I've seen it be done, at least I think so. Yeah, that way, like this. So there is, but then she have a hole in her head, so I'm not sure. It's, if you prefer her to have a headshot, probably Homura took her gun and shot her. Nah, now I'm not going to be cruel like that. Yeah, and there's also this witch, which is pretty unique design to Madoka series. They're supposed to be evil, but they look so harmless that it's almost, because of that, they are so scary. But this one is also nicely done. Those bits here can be moved. That body can be slightly moved. And you can attach it to this stand like this, and to this base like this, so you can have the witch post up for Mami to kill. I can't remember the name of the witch, however, but it was the first one they faced, I think. Anyway, it's a bunch of really nice accessories with this one, and the articulation are pretty good. Here she is, Tomoe Mami posed up, and this figure was pretty nice to pose actually, as expected from the Figma, and usually these days Figmas have even smoother and better joints than in the past, so I'm not surprised that much. Yeah, let's size compare her to the other 2 previously released members of the cast, which is Homura Akemi and of course Madoka Kaname herself. Now Madoka is the shortest, and I guess she's supposed to. Mami is next, and Homura is slightly taller. But the cast itself is very colorful and nice, and I'm really looking forward to completing the cast by getting Sayaka and Kyoko. So, what can I say about Figma Tomoe Mami from Puella Madoka Magica? She is a very nice and clean Figma. The paint job is very nice all over, except for the little blotchy white here I talked about earlier. That's my only complaint about the figure. Otherwise, it's a nicely sculpted figure, nice accessories, like all of those rifles, good sculpture, good to pose, and overall a very nice figure. Highly recommended for Madoka fans and Figma fans alike. So until next time, take care and sayonara.